Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Arsenal Fan TV America, coming back to you here from the Pacific Northwest USA. Welcome back to all our soccer fans, football fans around the world. Wow, what a fantastic win. Congratulations to all you Gunners around the world. What a game today against PSG, Champions League. Yes, day 2 in Champions League, we played Paris Saint-Germain at home. And what a game that was. Of course, listen, every single Champions League game or Premier League game or Cup game, they're all important. Everyone has a different atmosphere. Everyone has a different caliber team. But today, we played Champions League football, the best of the best when it comes to club football. And against who? Paris Saint-Germain. What a team, of course. We all know the French giant. They've been around forever. At some point, they had Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe playing for them, best talent in the world. That's a club with history. So they go to visit your beloved Arsenal at the Emirates today. They played, remember, PSG played their first game against Girona at home, and they were lucky enough to get a goal because of the goalkeeper's mistake, the Girona goalkeeper mistake. Paris Saint-Germain was able to score a goal in the dying last minutes of that game. So they already have or had 3 points before they go into this game. Now, for Arsenal, it was a little bit of a different story. We went to Atalanta, Italy, and we played them there. Not so good of a game from our side, but, remember, that was a game that was between Manchester City and Tottenham. It was not something that, that's that easy to manage when you travel and play such a team like Atalanta at their home ground in Italy. The Italian defense, it's hard to beat. So anyways, to make the long story short, Arsenal had 1 point going in today's game versus PSG. Let's talk about Arsenal first before we even go talk about the rest. But before, of course, the end of this episode, we will bring you all the results, talk about the whole day and what happened in all of the other Champions League games that were played. Quickly to London, again, Emirates, Arsenal home of the Arsenal, played who? PSG. Let's talk about our starting lineup. On paper, if you saw the formation, it looked like a 4-4-2. Yes, because mostly you had 2 players up front for Arsenal, but I wouldn't say that we played like that the whole, entire game. I thought it was more in the first half like a 3-4-3 formation or going forward. Coming back, we were sitting 4-3-3, sometimes 4-4-2, sometimes defending in a block of 4-5-1. And hey, listen, you have to adapt to other teams in front of you. And we know Paris Saint-Germain, the young players, but intelligent, very intelligent players, very good players, of course. Zaire Emery and such, Achraf Hakimi. You have also, the little magician in the middle, Vitinha. So you have a lot of good players in PSG. Barcola up front also, he's lethal, so quick. He's quicker than anyone we had, whether it's Jurriën Timber that played right back in the beginning of the game, or Calafiori that played the remainder of the game as a right back, and we'll talk about that. But let's go ahead again and talk about who started. So we talked about the formation, but let's talk about who started. So, of course, David Raya in goal. And again, I was very, very impressed once again by his footwork, his distribution, his movement when we have the ball. And that's rare when you talk about a goalkeeper, when you have that ball possession, right? So if you have, the ball and you have a goalkeeper that knows what to do with it, you create much earlier and you create much quicker also sometimes, because now you have 11 players involved, not just the 10 outfield players. So again, hats off David Raya, saves, footwork. He was incredible. He continues to be incredible, consistent. Was injured, so thank God he was okay and clear to play. But he came back strong and the injury wasn't that bad, obviously. And again, we saw a great game from Raya. And most important, of course, he kept a clean sheet. In front of him, right back, Jurriën Timber started. Ben White still injured. Left back, we had Calafiori. And through the middle, the 2 usual suspects, of course, William Saliba and Gabriel. What a tremendous partnership that has been the whole entire last season and this season, the whole entire year. They've been doing great. And then we go to the midfield. We see Thomas Partey, and I'm always happy and comfortable to see Thomas Partey. He's like that safety valve for me in the midfield. He'll always cover, he'll always recover the ball, and he's going to always be there for his teammates. So I love, seeing him always stature in the middle, talks. I think Thomas is the oldest also and the most mature probably in that team. So he talks a lot to them, moves a lot, and they move with him. And of course, next to him was Declan Rice to the left, and to the right was Trossard. Now we saw Trossard also going forward and Kai Havertz coming backwards. So Trossard was not just a midfielder. He was free. He played more like Martin Odegaard, right? And let's go up front. We had Martinelli on one side, left side, going forward, and Bukayo Saka, of course, his favorite right side. And then through the middle, we had Kai Havertz. Again, we looked great on paper. The only thing that worried me was, again, the pace of Barcola, because he's really quick from the side. Achraf Hakimi from the right-hand side also is very quick. So we had one quick player on the right-hand side, one very quick player on the left-hand side. Arsenal had to come in and be brave. And what I mean by that, you shouldn't just defend at the Emirates. You should go and press high so you kill their play in their own half. Because if they played out of their own half and kept ball, they would have played, on us and went to goal and kept us at goal. But we took the game up front to them, and it was a successful game plan by Mikel Arteta, and it was a successful execution by each and every Arsenal player. What a game that was. And then the 20th minutes mark comes around. You see Trossard taking the ball, picking up the ball right on that line of midfield, getting rid of the PSG player, kind of, pushing him aside, kept going with the ball, kept it all the way till he came to the left side of the 18, saw the run of Kai Havertz that was actually moving with him, and he just turned, waited for Kai to make the run. He dropped that beautiful pass to Kai Havertz's head, and Kai Havertz is just, makes a beautiful connection. He made the perfect connection with that ball, puts it right beyond Donnarumma. And of course, Donnarumma almost got that PSG goalkeeper, but Kai Havertz was much quicker. So first goal, what an amazing goal. Again, we kept the pressure. And fast forward, we get a free kick, 35th minute. 15 minutes after we score, Bukayo Saka, Nuno Mendes just goes at him pretty hard. And we get a rightful foul. Bukayo Saka takes that foul. Wasn't really executed up to your liking, but the movement of the set piece itself blocked the view of the goalkeeper and confused him. So Donnarumma could not see where the ball's coming from. It just, takes a jump in front of him and goes directly into the goal. And 2-0 to the Arsenal. And what a first half that was. Fast forward, first half is done. PSG didn't do a whole lot in the first half. They tried, but failed. At the end of the game, yes, they had more ball possession than Arsenal. Yes, at the Emirates. But that didn't matter because the score stood. Let's just go to the second half and see what happened. Now, beginning of the second half, we see Calafiori playing as what? As a right back. Jurriën Timber goes out. Jakub Kiwior, the Polish international, comes in to be a left back. And now you have a new back four, Calafiori, William Saliba, and Gabriel. And then next to them was Jakub Kiwior. Maybe Jurriën Timber had a knock. Maybe had a little injury. Did not want to extend it or aggravated him. He's an important player. He did really, really good first half. And you could tell when he went out right away, Barcola gets a ball. Of course, left-footed right back, Calafiori, kind of did not get the gesture right when he was turning of where the ball is, and he passed the ball towards the goal, so Barcola took it, and he almost scored beginning of the first half. So you could see it's dangerous, but, I think Calafiori did good. The whole entire first half, he did good. The second half, he tried his best, and he tried to defend up front to the right side more, so he doesn't have a whole lot of PSG attack to his side. However, that did not work because PSG kept the ball. Again, they had more ball possession throughout the game, especially the second half, than Arsenal did, right? At some point, Arsenal like 28% only of the ball. Overall ball possession for Arsenal was only 36% and PSG 64%. They made 625 total passes. 556 made it. That's, of course, 90% accuracy versus Arsenal, 353 for Arsenal. Only 287 made it, which makes our passing percentage 81%. And I think all these bad passes because of Gabby Jesus. So when he came on. So let's talk about more substitutes. The second substitute we saw, I was really happy to see Mikel Merino coming in. And what a player he is. Right away, he went in, he got involved. I think he's, 100% won duels already. Every time he went to get the ball, he got it. But what I didn't like to see was Thomas Partey going out. Now, we won the game. They have ball. 65th minute. Okay, let me leave my back four, and then in the middle, I'm going to play Mikel Merino one way, Thomas Partey the other. So it's two holding midfielder in front of the four, and then Declan Rice and top, right? And then the other three could be up front, right, left, and middle. Or I could play 4-4-2, 4-5-1, secure the back more. But I thought that Partey should have stayed. I don't know why Mikel Arteta took him out. I know he wanted to play and, show Mikel Merino to get him his first cap. And I wanted to see him. Everybody wanted to see him, but we didn't want to see Thomas Partey going out. So I didn't like that substitute. And you could see right after that, Thomas Partey leaves the pitch and everything was going PSG way. Yep, everything. Another substitute we see, instead of Martinelli, the tired Martinelli, that never defended Martinelli. Not just today wasn't Martinelli what we wanted from Martinelli or what we expect from Martinelli. So take him out. But instead, he took Trossard out, which ran the first half pretty much, assisted the first goal, did tremendous for his team. He takes him out and he puts Gabby Jesus. I kid you not. I did not see Gabby Jesus make a single pass. You can go. He tried, but none of his passes made it to his teammates. Every time the ball got to Gabby Jesus, we lost the ball. Every time, unfortunately, that he was in position to get the ball or to get a pass, I knew he wouldn't return it, and he did not. It was really sad to see that. I mean, it's just simple passes. Get involved. I think he's mad about not starting. He's not happy. I'm not sure it's his physical ability that he's lacking or his athleticism. It's his mindset. I think he just thinks that he's too good coming towards the end. Maybe he's just, sad like any other player that he doesn't start. But he's been injured, he's been out, he's been inconsistent. He hasn't been a successful number 9 for Arsenal. And we're honest. We have to be honest about that. Gabby Jesus, we expect more and better from you. So, Gabby Jesus comes in for Trossard. Again, the game keeps going now the other direction to PSG. They have more ball possession. We couldn't keep the ball up front to save our life. Even when we got it, we lost it through Gabby Jesus. So it wasn't fun to see towards the end, but thank God we were up 2-0. And then the last substitute was Bukayo Saka, that captained the side today. I didn't see Bukayo defending more, but of course he scored. And he did great today going forward. But he was tired towards the end. And to avoid injury, Mikel Arteta took him out and put our young Luis Scully coming in to take Bukayo Saka's space. Of course, he played more as a defensive role. But what a game that was. Great football, real Champions League football. The game had everything, had offense, defense, intense, speed, headers. Beautiful game by both teams. I enjoyed the game very, very much. Now let's go to the other games. Congratulations, your Arsenal. And next for us, of course, is Southampton. That's Premier League on Saturday. And regarding the rest of the other games, Stuttgart played Sparta. Where? In Stuttgart's stadium in Germany. And Stuttgart and Sparta drew 1-1. Then we go to Bayer Leverkusen. Germany played AC Milan. Good game. But Bayer Leverkusen were able to score 1 goal and win this, so they're 1-0 over Milan. Barcelona beat Young Boys 5-0. Borussia Dortmund beat Celtic 7-1. Heaviest on the day, Internacional, Inter Milan beat Crvena Zvezda 4-0. PSV played Sporting Club Portugal, and that was not in Portugal. They played actually at PSV in the Netherlands. And next we have Slovan Bratislava losing to Manchester City 4-0. What a day. Lots of games, lots of goals. Again, heavy defeats, 7-1. I don't know if Celtic is that team that loses that much. Brendan Rodgers, is he in trouble? I think so. Is he in trouble? I think he should be, because that's heavy. Yes, I know Borussia Dortmund is, last year's Champions League finalist. They went all the way to the final. Didn't win. Real Madrid took it. But we know how strong Borussia Dortmund can be and how strong they are. And of course, playing them at their own stadium is another intimidating factor for any visiting team. But I did not expect that a Celtic lose that much on a Champions League, especially last go around. You remember they won 5-1. Hey, it is what it is. That was Champions League football, day 2, the beginning or the start of day 2 for all teams. So we still have Champions League day 2 games tomorrow, Wednesday, and we also have Champions League day 2 games on Thursday. Yes. So, we will come back to you with all the results for all these games. Thank you very, very much for watching. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button and like and share if you love the episode. Thank you, you Gunners. Continue the winning streak. 4-2 at the weekend. A couple of days later, we beat PSG at the Champions League football. Any Arsenal fan would be very, very happy with that. Thank you once again. Have a great rest of your day. Bye now.